Another September, another Apple event, where they unveil Apple Watches and iPhones and stuff. As my annual tradition, I'm going to summarize it all down to a 4-minute long video. I watched the entire event so you don't have to, and honestly, it was pretty boring. So first, the Apple Watch Series 9. It's basically the same watch, but they make the processor slightly faster for the first time since 2020. My watch is too slow, said nobody ever. So yeah, 20% faster CPU and 30% faster GPU. Siri requests are processed on device now, so they should be faster, and now you can access health data through Siri, like you can now ask how long did I sleep last night. There's also this new double tap feature where you can just double tap your fingers to answer a call and the timer, etc. I don't know why they're making this sound like a brand new revolutionary feature, even though it's already been an accessibility feature on Apple Watches for years. They just ran out of stuff to talk about, I guess. It also has a slightly brighter display at 2000 nits. With the U2 Ultra wideband chip, you can now locate your iPhone 15 with precision finding with your Apple Watch, which is actually pretty cool. And since it uses 100% recycled material, it's Apple's first carbon neutral product. It still starts at $399. Next, the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It has a new 3000 nits display, the same slightly faster processor and improvements as the Series 9, and there's also a new watch face. It also still starts at $799. Per Apple's current yearly tradition, the regular non-Pro model iPhones are basically just recycled versions of last year's Pro model iPhones. So the regular iPhone 15 got the Dynamic Island, 48 megapixel camera, and the A16 processor. The 48 megapixel camera can crop into the middle 12 megapixels of the frame for optical quality 2x telephoto zoom. So the base model iPhone can finally zoom into stuff without the image looking like a watercolor painting. Yay! The display now goes up to 2000 nits, and it also has the Dynamic Island. Still no 120Hz on an $800 phone though. The U2 chip also enables you to use precision finding to find your friends in crowded places if they enable location sharing. The back glass is now frosted, and the edges are rounded just a little bit just to make the phone more comfortable to hold. And yes, the entire iPhone lineup plus AirPods Pros now have USB-C ports, and Apple didn't come up with a fancy name for it or anything. They just kinda admitted that it's an universal standard now and adopted it for all new iPhones. So yes, I can finally charge all my devices with a single charging cable. Thank you, European Union. I really appreciate it. The iPhone 15 will still start at $799. The iPhone 15 Pro now comes with a titanium frame, so it's lighter than stainless steel and it's also more durable. In fact, the iPhone 15 Pros are the lightest Pro iPhones ever made. The bezels are also a bit thinner now, so the phones are also slightly smaller physically. They do have to tone down the colors a bit because it's apparently harder to spray paint titanium, I guess. The main 48 megapixel sensor is a bit bigger now, so there are new 1.2 and 1.5 times zoom options available. The 15 Pro Max also has a 5 times periscope zoom camera, so yeah, Apple's finally catching up to Samsung. It also supports recording 4K 60 RAW footage directly to an external storage drive with its USB 3-speed USB-C port. The A17 processor is the first mobile processor that's built on a 3nm process, giving not only a 10% faster CPU and a 20% faster GPU, but also more efficiency and longer battery life. Low-light photography and portraits are also improved. The HDR is also supposedly improved, but we'll have to see how good or trash it actually is until the phone releases. The mute switch has been replaced with a customizable action button, which still by default acts like a mute switch with distinctive haptic feedbacks for ring and silent, but you can customize it to activate the flashlight, open camera, run a Siri shortcut, open an app, etc. The iPhone 15 Pro will still start at 128GB of storage and at $1,000, but the iPhone 15 Pro Max received a price hike and it's now $1,200, but it also starts at 256GB of storage now. So yeah, this is the entire Apple event condensed down to a 4-minute long video. It really was a pretty boring event, but the titanium iPhone 15 Pro is nice, I guess. Subscribe for more tech content like this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.